we're finally in. Spent about 20 minutes trying to fiddle with the lockers. FYI, if you ever in a locker, it says scan your barcode. Essentially what they're saying is your ticket. Maybe you already knew that and I'm the slow one. Either way, goal is to ride Velocicoaster as much as possible today. And when I was last here on Monday night with my work party, it was down. And then to come find out, it has been down for quite a while. And now the rumors are that it's gonna be back open and running today. So, hoping that's the case because Velocicoaster is indeed my number one and we wanna see if it can retain that top spot. I think I see it testing, so we are in business and that is where we are going to park for a very, very long time. All right, just finished Velocicoaster and still great as always. It is a little bit more rattly than it was before last time I rode it back in 2022. And something else is that it looks like they're only running the 2 trains today and they weren't dispatching the train in the station until the other train fully completed the circuit. So I think there's probably something going on with block zones. I'm not gonna pretend to understand really what any of that means. I just watch El Toro Ryan videos, but still, I think it's gonna retain its number one spot. But honestly, with me, like top 5 could hot potato all day long. I mean, it's not like super solid, but I think this will retain its number one spot with me. Just got my second ride on Velocicoaster, just as good as the first ride. Got the middle row. They were not taking any seat assignments because of the limited capacity, which was fine. Waited about 60 minutes with the express pass, which isn't too bad given the circumstances. It's still, I mean, after the second ride, different seat. I will say that middle row wasn't as rattly as the back row was, but it's still noticeable. Nothing to be concerned about, just FYI, it ain't butter smooth anymore. The forbidden credit. All right, something Harry Potter. I guess that's where I'm at. So of course, Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit looks like it's down again, but they are testing, which is good news. We'll just get some off-ride footage while we wait. All right, Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit was a bust. I saw them testing, but they said come back in the afternoon, maybe it'll open up by then. I know that it's very sensitive to wind, but it's hardly windy, so that must not be it. Either way, very disappointing because it was really that Velocicoaster that made me come back today. So we're gonna go over to Springfield and this one is gonna be for Dr. Coaster. Gonna get a lard lad donut. Woo, donuts. And the possibility of more donuts to come.
A noble spirit embiggens the smallest man.
I forgot to do a grade for the lard lad donut. I give it a B, actually B minus. It's like the standard donut you get everywhere. I thought maybe it'd be special, but it's not. Sorry, Sean, not worth your time. So I just scored 4 rides on Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, each one better than the one before. So a few quick things to say about this. Number one, hardly any roughness at all. I know some people have said that this has gotten rougher. Maybe like the third time I rode in the 4th car, it had a little bit of a shake, but it wasn't anything bad. So perfectly smooth, no issues. Also, the song choice, where did it go? I remember there being like a lot more in the way of songs, so I just did Waterloo like 4 times in a row. That's the song based on all the other options that I saw. But so glad that I waited this out because it is definitely worth it. Don't sleep on this thing. Definitely still top 50, maybe even top 30. Man, so just finished the 3rd ride on Velocicoaster. Still great, but it's just kind of weird. The more I do it, the more I'm actually thinking about dropping it from number 1. I gotta dwell on it some more. Had a brief delay on Hulk, but that was resolved pretty quickly. Got on back row. This thing is just crazy intense. I love that old school B&M whip. So that's gonna do it for Universal Orlando. High point was getting 4 rides in a row on Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. The ride is not rough at all. I actually think it's pretty smooth, except for one ride that I had in row 4, and that could have just been the train itself. Low points were the lack of songs on Hollywood Rockit, and then just the situation with Velocicoaster. It's hard to complain because they got it open, and that's all that I wanted, but boy, only 2 trains. You really feel it. 80 minutes for express, 3 hours not express. That's tough. But again, still had a really good day, and I'm gonna go find the donut shop. Pick me up a donut for tomorrow morning.